back and we're going to do a more with dates, and it's going to be fun. So last time, if you recall, we learned how to to aggregate revenue and some other metrics for a certain year and month. I added that to a gist in GitHub. You can review that in the course notes. You can just take a screenshot here. So let's go back to our payment table. Take a look at it again. And the goal here is to figure out which which day of week does the best revenue. So let's think about how we would do that. So we need to get the day of week. That's going to come from the payment date, right? Like, it can't come from any of these other columns. It has to come from the payment date. So let's just try to break it down. How do we get that? And if you do a Google search for Postgres, get day of week, you'll see that in version 9. This is a nice little 2-car thing, date and dy. In the next video, I'll actually show you a different way to do it, which is going to be more complicated and it's going to bring about something called a case statement. But let's keep it simple for now. So we're just going to go down here. We're going to do payment P. We're going to do our P star. And just for illustrative purposes, we're going to do 2-car P dot payment date, and we're going to do dy, and we're just going to see what happens. I did not put that in quotes. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Oh, look at that. Thursday, Friday, Monday. Off to a great start. All right, so, we don't really need a lot of these columns here. I'm just going to get rid of them. Now we can see that February 16th corresponds to a Friday. You get the idea. And you know what? Just as day of week. I'm just going to do DOW. There you go. Now you can see it says day of week. It's not ambiguous. So we're going to get the day of week, and again, we're going to want to get the amount, right? So let's just, what if we just type in amount? What's going to happen? P dot amount. Move this guy over here. You're going to see a row for every, now the thing here is this is tricky, right? So because we haven't done anything with the amount, we're going to get a unique row for every extract of the day of the week from the date timestamp column and the amount. You can see we've 14,596 rows. This is not what we want. You really want to make sure you always do your aggregation, your sum of the amount, right? So let's just run it. We're going to have problems, right? Again, group by. So what do we want to group by? The day of week. So group by. And remember, you can do it 2 ways. You could just put the column number, which I'll do here, or you could literally type out the, you could copy and paste this in the group by. But I prefer to just use the ID of the column. This is column 1, this is column 2. It's easy as that. So here we go. It was quite easy to figure out what day of week was the most popular. How would we figure out the top day? Well, you could order by 2 descending. You could do a limit 1. Whoops, F5, and there you go. Monday happens to be the busiest day of the week. And when you think about that, it doesn't make any sense at all. You would imagine that video rentals would occur on Friday or Saturday. And maybe if you're a little bit younger than I am, you've never known anything other than Netflix or streaming video on demand. We used to go to Blockbuster and a variety of other places, Redbox in front of chain stores, and you would rent movies, maybe even the library. So yeah, that is one way to do that. Let me just think of another interesting approach here. Okay, that's good. We'll cover more in the next video.